So I'm picking up a heavy communicator vibe. So influencer, somebody who's speaking truth, or really strong intuition and communication skills. Because I have the Queen of Swords twice. All right, so somebody who's like quick-witted, sharp, quirky, boss energy, like tells it how it is. And then I have it's time to celebrate. So this could be like friendships, social gatherings, support, collaborative type efforts, and good times. Maybe even like a reunion of some kind, maybe coming together with like-minded souls, celebrating, going out, maybe connecting over topics. I have energy that says, there's a need to kind of like pray like it's your job. I feel like you do that. And then more air sign energy, okay? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, flanked by 2 Queen of Swords. So this is some strong energy. This is like mentally strong, all right? Someone who has something that may be calling them to kind of like take a break or a trip. I'm getting it's a trip. I'm getting it's like a manifested experience, or you're working towards manifesting something. I feel like you have to be cautious though, because there's like energy that kind of wants to thwart whatever you're doing. Okay, it's a false masculine. Okay, they're wearing a mask and they have to in order to get anywhere near your energy. So this is like it's like you're the detective here, especially with this Queen of Swords. Like not much gets past a Queen of Swords, and she's gonna see you before you arrive. Like that intuition is on point. Okay, so I have some of this energy, so let's get some more. Let's see. So that's kind of the vibe that I'm picking up on. All right, so you could be like experiencing some sort of like artistic or collaborative pursuits. You may resonate with being an earth angel, or there's something that you're feeling a strong calling to, like a mission even. And then I have that you're very supported. Okay, you have past loved ones that come visit you at night. Okay, I feel like they look over you because you may have called them in for support. Pray more is significant. Earth angel energy is significant. Okay, so let's see. You may have the abilities to, may have strong spiritual abilities too, like claircognizance is what I'm getting. Excuse me. You might also like be an energy healer. You might also be an energy that like transmutes. There's some sort of like fraudulent, illegal practice also. We'll see what that is. But you may be someone who kind of advocates against those kinds of things. You may be speaking truth against something that was done, that lacked integrity. There's this divine feminine energy here, high priestess, as well as empress. I feel like someone may have thought that there was a competition here. I feel like someone may feel jealous and envious. I feel like this energy is false and low vibrational, okay, where this is the opposite. So very different energy here, okay. I feel like that's where the fraudulence, the falseness is at. I feel like you're the real deal and they are not the real deal, and victory will be yours, okay? So if you're in this energy and you're here doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's time to celebrate, okay? This is, you are here doing what you came here to do, and you didn't let anybody stop you, okay? There's that. I feel like they'll have to deal with whatever laws they broke in the physical realm or the spiritual realm. Look look. There's spiritual disease and then there's physical disease. I think they have both. Okay, so this is like STDs, like sexually transmitted, and spiritual disease. There's someone who was made to be a black sheep, outcast. Like, I'm getting like bullying energy. And then I'm also getting, this might be something that somebody's experiencing now as part of their ego death. Okay. I have water sign energy here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then I have a new opportunity is coming, so take a risk. So I feel like there is something that's going to have you stretch from, just stretch within and without, like, it's going to be for growth and development. But you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone, is what I'm getting. All right, so someone's going through an ego death. They could be unwell at this time. There's also some sort of review of some kind. There's some sort of like evaluation because there's something done illegal here. Someone may be moving towards a new home or a renovation potentially. Okay, there is soulmate energy here as well as twin flame. Okay, so that might be a place in which the two of you do this, right? I felt like, I was like, this is something you prayed for, continue to pray for this. This also can be like, pray for your job, like pray like it's your job. I feel like that's relevant here, like the two of you do pray for your jobs kind of thing, or you will be. It's part of your like collaborative artistic pursuits. Right? Yeah. And there's this need to get more connected and meditate and spend time in nature. Like, look at how beautiful this is. Yeah. So they're like, this is going to be, I feel like maybe you connect and pray together in other realms. I feel like there's some strong abilities here. All right. So let's get some more info here. Let's see. All right. So here's that twin flame, soulmate coming together as one, you know, stable, secure foundation here. So that's beautiful. So this will be like a commitment, or there's somebody reminiscing about maybe a commitment that I feel like you may have almost like, the reason why I'm saying this, it could have something to do with past energy, is because I feel like somebody wants to apologize maybe about what's happened in the past. I feel like it had something to do with a relationship or some sort of like home, or, and I'm getting like Page of Cups on the other side of the Five of Swords. So this is kind of where I was getting like that, like maybe someone's telling on somebody, right? And so it's almost like they remember like there were happier times or times of celebration, or they know that something got in the middle of this happening. But believe it or not, it was a blessing in disguise, okay? So it worked in your favor. If something, someone, some energies came against you, I feel like whatever this didn't pan out, you are, this benefited you. Okay. It had something to do with like a family unit. Right. Someone turned out to be a traitor. Okay. I feel like somebody may now, there's like someone's true colors showing at this time. Maybe somebody now wants to switch teams. I heard that. Wow. Yeah, and they kind of want to bring in this like offer of apology, but they're no longer someone you can trust. This is as a result of them not feeling like they've made wise investments. They're realizing like they would have done better with you, but they were a player and they were chasing whatever they wanted to chase and didn't take into account anything. All right, so balance here, harmony, some peace. Maybe they thought that they would always be able to return back to be replenished in your energy. I feel like you have this beautiful energy about you. And I don't know. Let's see. Queen of Cups. I feel like there's been like somebody in the mix orchestrating things. Yeah, look at it. And then there's a Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this, you know, I'm getting this Queen of Cups is showing up as like the, this could be the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. But what I'm getting is there's like somebody kind of watching, right? Like likes to like instigate and then sit back and watch things kind of play out. I'm getting like, maybe, I don't know, I'm kind of getting like, maybe they thought, you know, taking something from you was a prize. And I feel like they're realizing it was a lousy investment. I feel like coming after you in any way is a lousy investment. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at not Seven of Pentacles in reverse, right? Lousy investment. You reap what you sow, right? Yeah, I feel like there was a lot that was invested here with not a lot to show for it. Or realizing that like it was really this in the background. I feel like there was a front and then there was like the truth, right? The truth is that this is what is motivating this couple, all right, to do what they do and how they do it. And, you know, like I feel like somebody fell for the bait, right? I feel like someone fell for the bait. I feel like there might have been promises here, right? Like there might be some sort of like long-term payout, or someone had some sort of financial offer of some kind, Knight of Pentacles. Maybe they thought that they would receive this by now, but they haven't. And now they're observing that you're doing really well, and they're feeling like, you know, whatever they invested in isn't really all that it cracked up to be. I feel like they're both seeing this. I feel like the couple here, and then there's an Empress minding her business, doing her thing. Like she doesn't need any of these people to create anything. She can do it all by herself. Yeah, someone's realizing like they're not needed in the situation. Okay, where maybe they thought that they had more importance or say in a matter or influence of someone's life. I feel like somebody is like being sat down so that they can realize like you don't have that kind of influence. You don't have that kind of power, okay, to affect anybody else's life except for your own. Right? So I feel like someone made a bad bet. Okay? Yeah, look it. Someone made a bad bet. Four of Pentacles and the Moon. Yeah, I feel like somebody was, like I said, like somebody was baited. Someone fell for the bait. Guess who was the bait? It was finances to get to this one here, the Empress. Yeah, so there's like this whole illusion about this Empress that was created. So it was like character assassination. If this Empress or Emperor switched, it's not gender specific. So there was something that was created as a result of experiences here and challenges, like difficult ones. And, you know, there was a bit of a plot playing out here, you know, and it was all to kind of like, whatever someone created on their own, like, let's destroy it, right? There was a plot to, like, destroy and take somebody down. Yep. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting like this maybe sealed fate. Or someone has drastically changed their life, or their life will now have drastic changes. Or there's something about change here. And there's this like, someone is like moving, like the wheel of fortune is moving in their favor. But whereas it seems not for everybody, in the sense of the lessons here. I'm not sure. We'll get more information on that. Wheel of Fortune. This can just represent like an ending to whatever this is. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Five of Wands. Yeah, somebody was jealous and envious of you, and they competed with you. They created confusion, anxiety, fear. This is like verbal abuse, bullying. And so this might have been something that you really needed to overcome within, because there were some wounds there that maybe called this in, or you needed to experience for healing. I feel like this was what was needed to kind of like give you a swift kick in the ass, because sometimes we need it in order to make serious changes in our life, and to really like, how bad do you want this? Like, are you going to go after it no matter what? Do you care what people say or think about you? No, you're going to go and do it anyway. Like, where's the will and the grit and the dedication it takes for you to do what you came here to do? It's that kind of energy. Regardless of whether that's the way it was intended, I'm getting that's how you used it. Okay, like whatever was given to you, you made lemonade out of, right? Six of Pentacles. It's like trading energy. Energy's energy. So it's all about like how you use it. And here's the thing, like they still sent it. It had its initial intention, and believe me, that shit gets recorded. And so it's like what you do with it. I feel like someone used it to overcome quite a bit. And I feel like that's an important note here. Like, it's really important to be aware of your intentions, because they do create experiences. And then we have the Six of Cups. I feel like there's this energy that went against, you know, somebody who actually cared and supported them. And I feel like you're few and far between, or you were few and far between, but I feel like there's this reminiscing going on, because they betrayed somebody they should not have betrayed. But it is what it is. There's a spiritual lesson playing out here, or you're the lesson. You might find that like sometimes you come across people, and regardless of the experience, like you'll learn a lesson, but they'll really get like some sort of awareness of something, or they'll have some experiences of their own, challenges of their own, based on, you know, how things are played out. The Six of Cups. So somebody might want to like, I don't know, sweet talk you or give you some sort of kind gesture. Almost like I'm seeing like an olive branch. Someone might want to like give you an olive branch or something. What is this? I feel like you've walked away from what no longer serves you. You know, you're needing to keep your eye on the prize. There was a lot of like things that you had to remove yourself from. And that included like people. Groups of people, like many groups of people. So you've been on this solo journey, okay? And I'm getting like there might have been two paths to take. I feel like one of you took the path here and the other took this path. And so there's two different experiences playing out here. Look at King of Swords. So this King of Swords, this could be like some sort of authority figure or someone who, you know, speaks their mind, or let's see. Okay. I feel like there was this communication that was received is kind of what I'm getting, this King of Swords. Or there's something official coming out. Something that would have maybe a decision or choice or something spoken regarding information. And I'm getting like the cups here, the 7 of Cups. So this is like the seven deadly sins here. So I'm kind of getting like it has something to do with this Queen of Cups. So I feel like maybe someone did something illegal here with somebody, and I feel like there's some sort of decision being made, or someone's on some sort of throne and in a higher position in order to make a judgment call on something. And I feel like that's maybe what is playing out here. Okay, I feel like, you know, there was a big cover up about this. All right, and I feel like, you know, with the Star card here, might have something to do with like someone's like business, someone's spiritual healing. I'm getting like someone's beliefs even, or trying to affect someone's well-being, and in the spiritual sense, emotional sense, mental sense, as well as in the physical. So they may have tried to come after them energetically as well as physically, like affecting how they provide for their family, would be how they tried to affect somebody in the physical realm. Okay, so they could do that by like falsifying documents or slander or defamation of character, like stuff like that, right? And then like a smear campaign, like getting people involved to come after somebody at the direction over here. I mean, that's a punishable offense. And that very much could be what this King of Swords is talking about here. It has something to do with, okay, choices made in love, for money. They worked with others. Okay, there's this like whole plot plan here. So, you know, it is what it is, right? Like, I feel like things are playing out here so that there's some lessons being learned. I feel like they consulted somebody to do this, somebody who may have some sort of like physical knowledge of something. Maybe they paid somebody to do it. Okay. Or there's somebody like, you know, kind of like orchestrating groups of people to do certain things, and it's like to kind of like counteract someone or something, or certain initiatives, like, and I feel like they use like you know, the moon energy, and the Lovers is usually like, can be temptation. So I don't know, it's like trying to like use somebody to get to somebody else to like benefit them in some way. It's almost like someone does that to make money. Someone does this for money. Maybe they have exchanges for money. Like, this could be like some sort of like underground like circle of some kind. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of manipulation here. I feel like there's a lot of control. There's a lot of like shadowy energy. Look at 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. And then I have an Ace of Swords. I feel like, you know, if you weren't here doing something really important, then, you know, there wouldn't be such like a, I don't know what I want to call it, but like there's this opposition here. There's this attempt to try to like thwart you from doing what you came here to do, right? Like, we feel it, we know it, we know what it is, we see it for what it is. We accept our position, our role, our authority, the fact that we do have divine favor, and what we desire and manifest here is for the highest and greatest good of all. And we're staying focused on the plan, and regardless of their attempts to try to keep you and me and our fellow friends here from our missions, I feel like this is proof that, you know, victory is yours. Victory is yours in this situation. Okay? Victory is God's. Okay? So you may be a messenger of some kind. You may be divine justice in the flesh. Okay? So depending on how people maybe treat you in some sort of way, they don't realize, like, you know, you're here to help enforce universal law just by being here. You could speak the law. You could teach the law. You could advocate for people who don't have a voice, right? It's like you push through like the throat chakra blockages, and it's through your own trials and tribulations that you have found your voice. And you're not going to let anybody prevent you from your authenticity and your authentic truth. Okay? So stand up for what you believe in. Okay? Stand up for what you believe in. I feel like, you know, you've been through it. 9 of Wands. Right? You're like, I'm over it. 9 of Cups. So I feel like, you know, there's something coming towards you that is going to put you in a really good position. And again, like wrapping things up. 9 of Pentacles. Like, you're looking like you have it together. You've worked really hard for this, and it's paying off. This is you celebrating you and life. Okay? Because you came here to create something, and you're not giving up on your dreams. So whatever you're creating, it's working. Keep going. And then there's this new beginning here. Okay, the Fool. Taking a chance. Okay? Taking a chance on love and on life. And then this is you doing what you came here to do, unaffected by those who wish they could but can't, right? This is, you know, what you came here to create. Heaven on earth. And that very much can be your dream, right? Is whatever you think heaven on earth is, that's what you're manifesting. That's what you're searching for. You know that you deserve better, and you know that you're going to get what you deserve. And if it's not created, you will create it yourself. So I feel like, you know, hopefully this is motivating. And I hope I see you guys soon. Right? Who doesn't like a peninsula right here? Come on now. Bye.